Alrighty guys, let's jump right into the action. Okay, here we go. So the first match of the first official Down to One weekly tournament, and we are in spectator mode. Okay, so here we go. Let's take a look at this, and we can see the Steam overlay up there. In fact, what I may even do is just quickly. Actually, no, I'll stay online on Steam. That's alright, not to worry. We can work all that later. So right now, let's take a look at who we are spectating. It looks like this might be Dezebel. So it looks like he's heading towards Dota here, or towards his house here at the Northern Outlook. So let's have a look. There's a couple of small residential spawners near here, and you can actually reach through the windows to grab some stuff as well. So it looks like now we've just switched to someone running towards the dumping ground. Now the dumping ground is actually a fantastic spot for any kind of newer players that may not know about it. This is Asmius. Oh, sorry, that was Asmius just back here, just back there. And it looks like right now we're going to be spectating Ancient, the Ancient Man, heading towards the dumping ground here. So definitely a very strong spot. If you look around at the dumping ground, maybe wait another minute or two for the second round of spawns to come in, then the dumping ground normally I find has maybe a Vitiaz or a C36G, something like that in it. So definitely works pretty well. And I'm just going to make sure my sound's on because I don't think it is. There we go. Alrighty, that is sounding pretty good so far. Make sure we're all good on the mix as well, of course. And I think we are beautiful. Okay. That is looking good. Alrighty guys, so it looks like we're heading towards Stove. Oh no, that was just Stove back there. And good to see that ladders are now working. We've got someone here. Is this maybe Ancient is in Aras or maybe Dota? Looks like he's got himself some sort of a pistol there, the old invisible pistol there. Of course, a couple of oh, and this is actually Ruben. So he's in the East Valley right now. He looks to be the first one to have a gun. Now if we use our magic spectator hacks, we can switch around. It looks like we do also have someone who's just thrown either a rock or a smoke grenade. Looks like a rock there. So let's take a look. This might be where the first fight breaks out here near the Northern Pass. We can see, let's have a look. I think it's actually because I might have joined a little bit late that we do have some of these invisible weapon bugs, but not to worry about that. Looks like, oh, looks like he's going to be heading around there. So not really wanting to pursue it maybe, from the looks of things. And let's just get a refresher on who this is. This is Asmius. So Asmius looks like he's just taking the safe route. You know, not wanting to go head first. He may not have known who or what weapon that player that he was just heading towards had. So looks like he's just going to be heading around the place in the meantime. So looks like that is what he's going to be doing. Okay, now the playable area has just decreased. So that is the first little sighting of the playable area there. So very soon places like the garbage dump, the US base, they're going to be closed off. Let's take a look, see where everyone else is. Now we have someone else here. This is Dezebel from the looks of things, and he was just near Asmius, but we've got someone on the airfield now as well. So looks like this is Ruben Sandwich the first. Ruben, of course, a late entry to the tournament today, but definitely seen him around. And looks like he has got himself a pistol gun, a invisible pistol, but drinking a bit of water there as well. So he's fairly good on health, and I don't think we've seen anyone else near the airfield either. So swapping over to Stove now, who's in Dota, and again back to Asmius, who's still around here, or Dezebel even. Looks like Dezebel, he's got to be pretty happy because he did actually manage just then to avoid whoever that was around there as well. So that is very good news there for Dezebel. And yeah, Nico plays DayZ. That is correct. We are running a low bit rate just so all of our Australian friends can watch as well, and also because we have Australian Australian internet, unfortunately. But the great news is everyone can watch on Source, no matter if you have a potato internet connection or not, like like many Australians, including myself, do. So just looking around now, we've got someone in Tirridgemere, and it's seeming as though everyone's probably going to be set at the start of this match. So it looks like everyone's getting their weapons. The playable area is just decreased quite a bit because there's only 5 players left. So finally taking some damage there. So let's take a swat. Looks like quite a few players are actually outside the playable area, so we might see some action soon. That was just Ancient that's back then. Whoever was in Dota, now forced to move back inside the playable area. So now I think most people did have weapons, but you know, most people definitely did have weapons. So let's have a look. So Aras is still within the playable area. So for whoever that was, I think maybe Dezebel, who didn't have a weapon, that's always an option to go and loot Aras. But whoever that was, he's not having a fun time. It looks like Dezebel's actually going to lose about half health moving back in towards the playable area there. So it looks like it's actually moving maybe towards the rocky outcrop this game, which I've actually not seen too frequently in terms of the playable area. So, and from the sounds of it, it sounds as though most people are actually running with the Silent Steps perk. So that's why we're not hearing, you know, many footsteps here as well. Which, I mean, the Silent Steps perk definitely one of the stronger perks, particularly in a setting like this. Oh, and Dezebel, I think, has just seen someone there. Let's flick back to him. Where are we? Oh, let's take a look. Okay, so oh, and yeah, this is Asmia's here. Asmia's and Dezebel, I think, around here, and they do see each other, but it doesn't look like they have any. Oh no, it doesn't look like they have any weapons either. So, being very, very cautious here. I think this might be Ancient. And of course, another little tip for everyone: whilst the playable area is actually decreasing, whilst it's in the process of decreasing, you can't be damaged by being outside of it. So, good to see the old ladders working there as well. Oh, and that is a hot zone here at the old airfield. So, whoever this is, definitely not going to be wanting to stay there for very long at all. But he's got the bandage on, and it looks like this is Ruben Sandwich the first. He's the one with the pistol. He's doing pretty well at the moment. So right now I've got someone else with what looks to be maybe a C36G. Oh, this is not good for whoever this is. We might see the first death here. I think this might be Asmius, as the chopper drop is actually coming in. So we'll have to wait and see where that lands. No, this is Dezebel. Oh, and Dezebel's in a lot of trouble. He's going to have to make it towards that house, and even that might not be enough to save him there. So this is going to be pretty tough for him, and we can see the door is already open. So, oh no, there we go. Just throwing a rock, and I think he's got one tick left in him, unless he can find something on this bottom floor. No, that's it. He's out. First one to be out there. So that is it for Dezebel. And there we go. We've got 4 players left, just like that. So Stove here, just in the house, not picking up that Vitez clip. Dezebel, the first one to drop out. And it looks like we do have quite a few players around here. We've got someone else eating. Oh no, they found each other. That's going to be M4 shots coming out. There we go. 3 players left. GG's for, I think that was Ancient there in that Karaborum house. So Ancient not going to be too happy about that one, but gives a good GG in the chat. Always great to see. And that is it. The M4 too strong here, so I'm not too sure. Let's have a look who has the M4 right now. As we've just got the Ancient has perished message. So, oh, we can actually hear some shots coming in at whoever this is at Karaborum, and he's actually going back out of the playable area. This is Stove, I think. He's going to have to get back in it very, very quickly here. And that playable area is getting quite small and far away from him, so I'm not too sure who that was shooting at him. We couldn't quite hear the gunshot, so it could have been maybe some faraway shots from a G36. The fire rate was low enough, maybe even just a semi-auto. Oh, he's got the snake down there. Maybe a semi-auto AKM or AK, but probably not a sniper rifle there, so he has just managed to make it in. Oh, and another snake is on him. He's going to have to take that one out. Okay, those snakes giving Stove a little bit of trouble there. And now we've got Asmius, who is around the East Valley right here. So I think that those other shots at Stove might have been coming from up on these rocks here as well. So we'll have to wait and see whether anyone else comes around the place. So looks like, and yes, there is actually a 2-minute stream delay, guys. So if you're relying on any data from 2 minutes ago, it would certainly it would certainly be a little bit tricky, because in 2 minutes you can move a pretty fair distance, as can your opponent. So that's why we've got the stream delay running. It looks like everything's looking pretty good on our end there, and someone having a little bit of trouble with the ladder. Oh, we've got a fight happening here. Ruben Sandwich the first from the looks of things. He's got his pistol out. He is getting a couple of shots across onto whoever that is. From the sounds of it, that's a P99. Couldn't quite connect with that shot. Wow, just gets completely destroyed there. I think that was an M4 though. We've got someone with an AK. Let's take a look. Takes him down, wins the round. So Ruben the Sandwich, unfortunately losing that one out in third place. And I think Asmius won that one. Stove with the second place. The music's playing. GG's.